Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today I have a really exciting video for you. I thought we would take a trip down memory lane and I would show you my vast collection of discontinued dolls. These are dolls that are no longer in production, dolls that you may remember. I'd really like you guys to let me know in the comments which doll lines you remember, which doll lines you maybe had when you were younger, and also which doll lines you'd completely forgotten about. I've decided I'm going to do this video in two parts because I have a lot of dolls. If you love dolls and nostalgia as much as I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoy it. And check me out on Instagram at Beauty Inside a Box. But anyway, let's talk about some discontinued dolls. Okay, first of all, let's talk about probably one of my most sorely missed doll lines. These are Ever After High dolls. I absolutely love these dolls so much, and I'm actually really hoping the Monster High reboot does really well, because I believe that Mattel will reboot these dolls as well if that reboot does well. Anyway, I have this beautiful like Sleeping Beauty one from the, I think it was the Throne Coming line. This was like the kind of ballroom line. I have this like Rapunzel one, which was from the Spring line. I just love the designs for these dolls. They're super whimsical, super kind of fantasy inspired. We have this one who's meant to be like the daughter of Prince Charming, and this one who is the daughter of the Candy Witch. I thought she was meant to be the daughter of the Gingerbread Man for so long. We have the daughter of the Queen of Hearts and the daughter of the Fairy Godmother, or maybe the Blue Fairy. I get these dolls really mixed up, but they're stunning. Aren't they just stunning dolls? I have two Apple White dolls. This one is obviously kind of like the basic doll, and this one is the Throne Coming one. I love the way her cape like attaches to her arms. This was one of the first Ever After High dolls I ever got, and really happy with her. Okay, here is Raven Queen, I think her name is, and she is actually the first Monster High doll. Monster High? Ever After High doll I ever got, and I am obsessed. Like, the quality, the attention to detail, the designs, unmatched really, in my opinion. We have a kind of Elsa Snow Queen style doll. She's stunning. I actually wish Elsa looked a little bit more like this. And we have the mermaid one, the Little Mermaid doll. I absolutely love this one's color scheme, and she actually has little fins on her shoes. Okay, we have the Little Red Riding Hood one. I loved this one when I first got her. I loved how kind of gothic she looked. I love her cape. And this character was meant to be like a werewolf because she was also part Big Bad Wolf, which I thought was such a cool idea. I mean, the affiliated films and web series and everything for Ever After High was so good. We have the Belle one. I'm really happy with this one, except for some reason my one didn't come with all of the accessories. We have Goldilocks. I really like it when they do characters that aren't used in Disney films. And she actually has the three bears on her skirt. And we have the Mad Hatter, who is absolutely adorable. Her hair's a bit of a mess, but I love the colours. And I also had this gift set which had, I think this character's meant to be like the woodcutter, and this character is meant to be Cinderella. Isn't her bag just the most coolest thing you've ever seen? And he is so handsome, oh my goodness. Okay, so that was all of my Ever After High dolls. I love that line so much. Now we're going to talk about a line I don't love so much. This is a Diva Star. This is a Diva Star doll. My one doesn't work anymore, but she used to speak. This was kind of like the fashion doll line that was inspired by Furbies. They were really cute and fun, if not a little bit creepy, and they were quite interactive, like their lips lit up and stuff like that. They were very early noughties. And later on, when the line wasn't doing so well, they decided to elongate their bodies. They are actually using the kind of typical Barbie body from the time and give them fabric clothing. There are things I like about this doll. It's very of its time again. For some reason they're like completely bald around the back. They look like aliens. But, you know, the fashions are cute. There are some positives. Okay, I bought this doll on a trip to New York, and you may be able to see from the t-shirt, but she is actually a America's Next Top Model doll. They didn't sell these in the UK, so I had to snatch one up when I went to New York. These dolls are so interesting. They're kind of like Barbies, but made by MGA. Obviously they are attached to America's Next Top Model, which in hindsight was quite a toxic, horrible show. These dolls would definitely not fly today, but I really like her. I think the quality's good. They have bendable legs. She's really cute. Okay, next up we have Moxie Girls. These dolls were meant to be like the successor to Bratz. When MGA lost the ability to make those dolls, they brought out these dolls. The passion for fashion is lacking. There is nothing I like about these outfits. And I remember even at the time being like, what are they wearing? Who dressed these dolls? They're obviously meant to be a lot more wholesome, a lot more childlike than the Bratz, but they share a lot of features with the Bratz, like the pop-off feet, and the fact that they originally started off with 4 main girls. I don't hate the actual dolls themselves, but the hair quality is absolute trash. I like their face sculpts, they're quite cute. This doll was meant to inspire kind of creativity and art, and you could actually draw on her dress. She came with pens. This doll had the same gimmick, but I mean the outfits themselves are just not cute, like not at all. This one was part of a slumber party line, and what is going on here? She looks like a clown. She's got really hideous like leg warmers on. I just, there are no words. These ones came slightly later on, and I definitely think the outfits and the hair quality improved, but these dolls are a lot more basic. But as basic dolls, I quite like them. You know, they've still got bendable legs, they've still got quite cute fashions and cute face molds, and the hair, like I said, actually improved. These 3 were like back to school dolls, and again, I do think these fashions are slightly better than the earlier dolls. And I do think these dolls have really cute little charming faces. These 2 are probably my favorite Moxie Girls. They actually have a fruit theme, which I think is quite fun. I really like this one's trousers. I think they're really cute. And the hair quality is actually really nice. I think they're scented. I can't tell. And these ones are the only ones I have that are actually in heels. Okay, next up we have a Snap Star. I think these were called. These dolls actually only came out like 2-3 years ago. They just really didn't catch on. I think their faces are part of the problem, and the kind of social media gimmick seems so pandering. But the dolls themselves actually have really nice articulation, and they're quite cute. I also don't like these wigs. They look like helmets with hair. Okay, now we have a Flavours doll. I did a whole unboxing video for this doll and a couple Mycene dolls and stuff like that. I'll put a link to that video in the description. These dolls, again, were quite pandering at the time. They almost came off a little bit cringe. I remember watching the adverts on TV when I was a kid and being a bit like, okay. But I think now looking back, these dolls are kind of cool, and I love their clothes, and they've got really nice articulation. And a lot of the fashions are inspired by like music videos I would see on MTV in like the early noughties. And I think that side of the dolls I absolutely love and cherish. But I mean Flavours, what a cringe name. Okay, next up we have Mycene. This was for like a birthday party themed line. I really like this one. I like the fact that the dress is quite simple. She's got her big chunky feet, which come off to reveal Barbie's feet. I always found that really weird as a kid. I really like her face, and her hair is super soft. This is just like a really cool doll. Okay, to be honest, I don't really know why I bought these, but I have a whole bunch of Boxy Girls. Why did I do this? These were a very short-lived doll line, and the whole gimmick was all their accessories came in separate boxes. You know, it was a bit like the typical surprise toy trend, which was so prevalent a couple years ago. I think these 2 are some of my favorites. I also have these ones. They're all very, very similar. She's quite cute. I like her. And I also have these 2. I think one of the reasons why I bought so many of these was I quite liked the articulation, and they were really, really cheap. Okay, next up we have Project MC Squared dolls. These dolls were actually really nice, and I think they were slept on a little bit. They're not as fun and well designed as some of MGA's other dolls, but they're still pretty high quality. They came out a couple years ago and they had a Netflix series which was live action, surprisingly. And the Netflix series was actually like not bad. I quite enjoyed it. The gimmick with these dolls is each one would come with a sort of science experiment type thing. That part of the doll line, I was kind of like, stop. But the dolls themselves are actually quite cute. This one was part of a dress-up line. The hair quality is really nice. The material used isn't amazing, but I like her shoes, and the articulation is good. These two were part of a kind of school disco type line. This one is probably my favorite of all the MC² dolls I own. I really like her shoes. This dress is really nicely made. I love her high pony. She's just really cute. They have like inset eyes and eyelashes, so that's a plus. This one is really cute. I was quite disappointed when she arrived because the coat is like not great quality, and also her hand is literally about to fall off, but still a cute doll. I like her glittery eye makeup and I really like her hair. This was one of the more basic dolls in the line. I don't hate her outfit, it's quite casual and quite cute. She has a lot less articulation, she only has the basic 5 points, but her hair quality is actually really nice and I think she's quite cute. Okay doll fans, that is just the first half of my Discontinued dolls collection. I have made a whole series of videos talking about discontinued dolls, but this is the first time I've actually shown my own personal collection. So please check out those previous videos and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the second half of this video. Let me know what you thought of the dolls in this half of the list. Let me know if there are any other discontinued doll lines that I've forgotten about. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram, and have a great week, doll fans, and I will see you real soon. Bye!